Welcome to the next episode, and there's still plenty more to come on this garden job. But my first job is doing a bit of fencing, so I've got to strip the old fence out, put the new one up, and I'm going to do a bit of a how-to as well to show you how I do my fencing. I think Richard has smelt some wood, so he's going to make an appearance and put some feather edge fencing up. Then there's the porcelain slabbing to do, so we're going to do all that, show you that, and yeah, there's plenty more to come in this episode, so yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so I've took the fence down, so all that the old fence now is down, and I've cleared roughly where the new fence is going to be. So I've started in the corner where my first post is going to be, so I've dug that roughly down to about 2 feet that normally your posts need to sit at in the ground, so that's done. I'll show you what I've done with the post now, so just before I put it in the ground, so you can have a look at that, and I'll run you through that and then how I put the rest of the fence in. So here's the post. And I think you can see there that I've put 2 pencil marks inside where the panels and gravel boards sit. So what I do now is from the very top to that first pencil mark, which is there, that then is the height of the panels that I've got, which in this case are 6-foot panels, but you can get 5s, 4s, 3s, you know, there's so many different like sizes out there, but say I'm using 6 foots in this case. So I've marked from the top to where that comes to, so it's near enough 6 foot basically, and then the next pencil mark down is my gravel board, so that'll be the top of the gravel board, and that'll be the bottom. So what I'll do now is I'll lift my post in, get that in the corner, get it roughly set to the bottom of the gravel board mark is to where the soil where I want it to be, so soil level pretty much there, because I know this is pretty much very flat all along here. So yeah, so that will be what I'll be doing. So I'll be taking that bottom mark will be soil level over in that corner. So I'll get that in and then I'll show you again. So the post is now in. I'll show you the marks at the bottom without falling over. So as you can see, the bottom pencil mark now is roughly the depth of my soil. I always make it a little bit higher because it's easier to pack it under it then to get the gravel board level. So what I'll do next is I'll set that post. I'm happy with the depth of it now. That mark then, I will run my gravel board level all the way across, drop the level on there, and then put the marks on my second post to the same height. So from there to there, and a mark again on the second post, which will be 6 foot. And then there are now then that I don't need to put a level across the top because the marks will be level, which will mean the 2 posts then, well, when it comes here, will be level. Obviously, if you've got a step in your fence because your garden goes up, the next post then, you can either set it, if you were doing a 150 jump or stepping it down 150, then you can move your mark up to suit, and that then stops you having to put levels across the top of the posts, because that's really awkward, especially if you're doing fencing on your own. So, but yeah, that's how I do it. So then I'll string a line as well across the front from there to there, because that's the fence that I'm joining up into. so my post then can run straight from that point to that point. But yeah, that's basically it now. I shall keep putting my marks down, my 6 foot, and working each panel all the way across till I get to there. But yep, I'll put the time lapse again on for you so you can watch it going in. But that's the easiest way to do it, I think. You know, instead of putting levels across the top of the post, and then because you can never get an accurate reading, I don't think, through that as well, because there's always spikes on the top of the posts. It's really difficult. But if you level it off your gravel boards and put your marks on your posts, you can't sort of go wrong. So yeah, definitely recommend doing that. So next hole's dug, put the gravel board in, and as you can see, it's in. I put it in level, and it's on my mark there. So now, there's the mark there on the next post. So as long as that gravel board and that line meet up now, I know that the two posts at the top are perfectly level. So yeah, let's get that in. And there we go, that is the new fence complete. So the last panel there, just had to cut it down, and the gravel board, because it weren't quite 6 foot wide, but just did that with a circular saw, and then the customer helped me slot it in. But yeah, apart from that, fencing done. And say if you just want to do it yourself, if you're doing it on your own, that's the easiest way that I find to do it, is just marking the height of your fence panels down, put your gravel board in level, and then you can put your post next into suit. Just that's an easy way of doing it on your own. But yeah, pleased with that, another good job done. So next job is that fence. We're replacing all the feather edge boards on that on Wednesday, and Richie's coming back. I don't think he trusts me doing woodwork on my own, I think so, and I don't think he wants to let me use nail gun, because, you know, I think I'm getting better at the woodwork than he is now. So yeah, he's got to climb it. So yeah, that's that job. So all that will be renewed. And then basically it's getting all the stone levels and everything prepped for that. Back for another new day on the garden, and look who has returned.
Hello.
Hey, what are you doing today, Rich?
Apart from ordering some more galvanised nails for this fence, I'm going to be putting some feather edge up.
Is that because I'm going to use all you're going to use all your nails on my job? Is that right?
What's yours is mine, what's mine is my own.
Okay.
I think as the term goes, or is that just marriage? Anyway, so I am going to get some more nails. I have got some to start us off, but to be honest, we'd forgotten mine.
Yeah.
And this was a bit of a, how can you come to under the fence top thing, so I've got enough of these galvanised 50mm nails for the nail gun. So we'll get some more, but if I order on the app that everyone uses, I'm not going to mention, I can get them today. It's mad, isn't it?
Marvellous.
So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to set this out and get some feather edge back up. I think I'll do it in sections so we don't expose the, because this is an alleyway. I can do this and then rip that one off and do that and rip that one off, so I think I'll do that rather than taking it all off and not being able to finish today. So
yeah,
I'll have a look.
Yep, so we're using just single feather edge boards, and say, yeah, just replacing that. There's a couple of posts to replace as well, but apart from that, the rest of the fence is all good. So yeah, it'd be nice to see this new fence up, mate. It'll
yes, it'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
It'd be nice.
really make the garden look
We're
nice.
going to put some timber across the bottom as well, aren't we?
Yeah.
Because the dog goes mental about the gap under the fence, doesn't it? So,
Yep.
So we're going to
Yeah,
a bit of 3x1 on the inside, maybe, just to stop the gap. So
definitely.
we'll do that.
Yep, looks good. Right, fence coming soon.
Let's do something.
Right, as you can see, the fence has moved on quite well. We decided not to film it really because, yeah, especially with Richard messing with it wood again, it's a bit boring. So decided.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, thanks.
So I thought, yeah, so I thought I'd put all the focus on me instead. So
Absolutely.
yay!
Absolutely.
So I'm now digging out for the slabs at the top of here. So, and if you can see, I'll put like a bit of a white spray mark all around the perimeter because that's going to be for like a planting area. I show. Oh no, I thought he was going to show the white line then, Richard. But
That's demonstrated.
yeah, aerostess style. But yeah, that's for like a small planting area around the outside. So inside that square there is going to be grass, but this area is slabs. So I've got to dig this down so I can get some MOT. And for obviously to allow for the slabs and the mortar underneath them as well. So just going to dig that out now. But yeah, the garden's really starting to come on now, looking good. You going to carry on with your fence?
I'm just rehydrating.
Yeah, I think with how long it's taking you, we might have to do a Star Wars thing at the start of that a long time ago in a galaxy far away.
Yes, I'm gonna carry on being boring.
So another new day at the garden job. Unfortunately we couldn't take too much footage yesterday because the electricians were here and they didn't want to be on camera, so we couldn't really show you much, but I'll show you what we did do and I'll show you what the electricians did as well. So as I said, Sparky come and he's put his cables in the walls for the lights, and he's put some cables as well for some more lights in the steps, which will look quite nice when they come on. So they're just going to be like little downlighters, so you know, like a nice warm light, which will be nice. And me and Rich did a bit of slabbing, so got a bit of that done. It's a bit awkward because there was there was cables here, there and everywhere, lining all the tools out, so managed to get a little bit done. But yeah, looks really nice. Pleased with how we did yesterday. But going to carry on that now and get all the way up to there. So be nice, and then we can do the slabbed area at the top, and then work our way back down the steps, slab those, and then work our way back out down here. So yeah, use these little clips for the slabs as well, which they come like this, and you just put them into the bottom here, underneath your porcelain tile, and then you just wind these down, and they're really good actually. Just helps you keep all your tiles even in the corners, even though there is a terrible bevel in these slabs. They seem to like dome in the middle, which makes it a bit awkward to lay. But no, really pleased with how it looks. Think it looks great, and the customer's happy as well, which is a bonus. Right, on this very warm day, which is very hot for slabbing, especially for Rich, because he's doing all the mixing and everything. To be fair, I'm just doing all the glory work. We're just putting them down and levelling them, so poor Rich. But he has got a rather silly hat on, but might just be able to see him just down there. I think he's in the Kevin and Perry movie. But yeah, so that's the bottom part of the slabbing done, this section anyway, just so we can leave in this area so we can work our way out. We're going to start at the top now, so not doing the steps for the time being, but I've set my first slab just there, so I've just set it a 20mm overhang on the steps as well, just to allow a bit of a drip for the water to run up and over anyway. So that's that. But yeah, that's the first slab set, and I've set that one there instead of setting it at the front, because obviously I want the nice non-cut edge to face the steps basically, so that's why I've done that. So the rest then will be work from there, and what I do is, well, I always spray a mark of roughly the size of the slab, so I know when I'm putting my bed down where I'm going to need to put the mortar, so it just saves you spreading it too far and just getting it everywhere. So something else I do. But here's Richard's hat, look. Say hello, Richard.
This is Patio.
So yeah, so that next bit now, so we're just going to run those slabs all the way across here, get that line right, and then we'll probably put a row in front and then carry on working our way back. But yeah, hot work, isn't it, Rich?
It's warm now.
Huh?
My solar panel was getting rather warm, so I thought best put my hat on before me little few brain cells I have got start to fry.
But yeah, poor Rich, I said, I bet you doing all the hard work out there, and you're doing all the mixing and everything, and yeah.
Well, I don't know, this slab's 25 kilo and you're doing that all day.
Yeah.
I don't know. At least I'm doing all parts of the body, not just my back.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do now. Put them down, put you a bit of time lapse on to see that, and yeah, crack on with that.
Let's do it.
So as you can see, we've moved on a little bit from where you'd have seen on the time lapse. So we've managed to get this bit done, but it was that hot yesterday. I think it was up to 32 degrees. So it was absolute killer. And we just wanted to crack on. And we actually forgot about the camera a bit as well, to be honest. But yeah, managed to get that done. Next job is putting these cuts in over here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do a cut, and there's a bit of a block wall there. So the slab's just going to overhang that and then go all the way down there, close to that tree. But yeah, that's what we're going to do now. And then we're going to have got a few more cuts to put down the bottom. Probably just see them down along that wall. Yeah, get that done, and then work our way down the steps as well, all down there. And then all that'll be left then is just our walkway and up this corner. So let's film that. All right, Rich?
Yeah.
It's hot yesterday, wasn't it?
Very.
Yeah.
Very warm.
Uncomfortable.
Apparently, hottest first day at Wimbledon ever.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
I got that right. Not
Definitely.
that makes a difference to slabbing, because tennis and porcelain slabs have got no comparison at all. Have they?
No.
There you go. Bit
So-
of information for you.
Yeah. It's harder slabbing than tennis, eh?
Of course it is.
Yeah.
All day long. We just don't get paid as much.
I was waiting in the undertow, set adrift with featherweight like bows, unaware of where my heart would flow. I was waiting in the undertow, can't touch the bottom, sit into a tumble. Waves that shake me out of my skin. Never been so easy, losing my direction. My bearings have me south of home, but I've been wrong before. I was waiting in the undertow, set adrift with featherweight like bows, unaware of where my heart would flow. I was waiting in the undertow. And the water feels like a friend I've not seen in years, so familiar and strange at once, like a lover who lost her touch. At first I was hesitant, now it seems oh so curious. How'd I wind up so far from home, when I barely had left the shore? And I was waiting in the undertow, set adrift with featherweight like bows, unaware of where my heart would flow. I was waiting in the undertow, and I was dreaming of the love I loved. I fell asleep within an autumn flow. I never knew I'd drift so far from home, while I was waiting in the undertow.
So that is the top section pretty much done. Rich is just doing the last little bit in the corner, and we've done the steps as well, which you can see there. So our next bit now is say that bit of a walkway and this bit here, and then that then is pretty much the slabbing done, and then it'll be onto turf, which is this section. But I think we'll end up routivating that, picking all the stones out and doing all that prep work before we can put that stuff down. But we've had word from the turf, the bloke who's going to provide us with the turf, that it's that dry at the minute because of how very warm it's been, and it's just breaking up when he's trying to cut it. So just have to wait till it gets a bit wetter, I think, before we can put that down. But that'll look nice when that's in, and it'll go very well with these slabs, I think. Oh, enjoyed doing this top bit, Rich?
I have. It's not sick finish, isn't it?
Yeah. Now let's get on with the bottom.
So as Luke puts our final slabbing for today, what he's done is set himself out for tomorrow, so he can stand on these now to put the last one in there and these two in here. And then what happened then is he'll then cut these in situ, because this wall isn't square to that one, because that's parallel to that wall and they're not square. So what we've done is we've just cut them. That was a broken one, that's why it's a bit weird looking. And then we'll cut a nice parallel margin all the way along that wall. We can pull a line or put a bit of 4x1 against the wall or something, and then cut to the line then, rather than measuring them all and being a little bit out, and ended up with a bit of a sawtooth pattern, which would look rubbish. What he's going to do around there is he's going to put a bit of an upstander of the tile there against that cut that I've done there, and then set it up nice, and then put a bit of gravel around that drain. But as I say, as he's finishing the last one, he has been using these grabbos, and we got in contact with Pro Tiler Tools, and we got them for a really good price.
And they've been a godsend, didn't they?
And they have been a godsend, yes. We're very happy that we bought them, aren't we?
Yeah.
We weren't going to bother, but we said, you know what, we think it's worth the bit of extra money taken off the job just to stop the back pain. Yeah. And when we were doing things like putting the cuts and you're really leaning over, it is a godsend, isn't it, when you're leaning over and you can't get your fingers under either side.
No, you've just got nowhere to put your hands over.
And then doing the splits becomes not doing the splits anymore. Because you can't get your legs either side of the...
Think of the trousers I'm going to save now.
Well, think of the less bum crack we're going to have on the channel.
I don't know.
I think that's a good thing.
I think the viewers like the bum crack.
Well, I think they love your bum crack, but we're not going to go into that. It's a bit too late in the day, and I'm feeling a bit sick, if I'm honest. I don't want to think about your sweaty bum crack at the minute. I'm really honest with you. I'm not here tomorrow. I've got to go to a funeral, unfortunately. But Matt is coming to join Luke for the glory shot. So to finish off these 3 tiles here, and then go towards the end, which is there. Other than the cuts, which I've just mentioned, that is it. Up there, as Luke pointed out earlier, is all done. And then that part there, which again Luke's already talked about, will be turfed once the heat calms down a little bit, and the people cutting the turf can cut it. At the minute, they're saying that it's far too dry, and when they're cutting it, it's all breaking up. So there we are. So I shall get myself away now, and then enjoy the last bit of footage from Matt and Luke in this garden series, because that'll be the last one, won't it?
It will, mate, yeah.
That's it then. Well, we hope you've all enjoyed it, don't we?
Yeah.
I'm sure they have. Sure they have. It's looking good. It's looking good. Oh no, it might be the last one. We've got to do all the rendering, haven't we?
Yeah, yeah.
Of course we have. All the rendering, put the turf down, of course we have.
Yeah.
And I've got to change that door frame because on day one I smashed it. So I've got to change that door frame. We're not getting used to me. Not getting used to my little dumper. And it was a bit erratic, that was, wasn't it?
It was erratic.
You touched it and he was
yeah. And what did you got, like about 20
something like that. I got used to it in the end. I could actually go straight through without stopping, which was cool. But I know, yeah. I went faster. Going faster makes you narrower.
Okay.
Well, apparently that's what some drivers think anyway. That when they're going past you and it's tight, they just go faster because they get narrower when you go faster. I'm told. Right then, I'll hand you over to Luke for the final day on the slabbing.
So, I've been joined by Commodus. Matthew. Sorry. Sorry, Matt.
You dropped that one.
I was put up to do that by Richard.
Yeah. Trickiest.
So, today we've got ourselves pretty much set up already, but we're just going to do these last bit of slabbing down here. I think I might be a few slabs short, unfortunately, but I can get them ordered and get them sent out. So a bit of cutting first, and then yeah, basically just working our way back down here and getting these done. So yeah, welcome back to the slabbing job, Matt.
I know.
And the garden job. Yeah, you've been away for a few weeks, haven't you? So
I
nice for you to come back and see it.
I have. Using my well, as I've informed you today, I'll ditch the catapult. I'm now on trebuchets.
Yeah, you've moved up, haven't you? What was the saying? Release hell.
Yeah. Oh, the customers love it.
But yeah, we'll put you a bit of time lapse on for this, so you can see the last few of these go down, and yeah, then we'll be moving on to probably be turfing at the top after this. So with help from Matt and Rich, I've now finally got the slabbing done. So I'll turn the camera around and show you where we're at. So as you can see, the slabbing is now done, all down the bottom. Worked our way down there. Unfortunately, I was one slab short just there, which is typical. So just waiting now for a few more to come, because the customers decided as well that they want to have the slabs on top of the wall as well, to act as a bit of a coping stone. So like that one there, they'll run all the way around on the top of the wall across there, and wall above and top of the steps. So that's that. Top area is slabbed as well. So that's that done. It's a bit dirty at the minute because the dog's been running all over it with his footprints, dirty footprints, but I can clean all that off when I grout it anyway. That'll all be jet washed off as well before I do the grouting. Put a bit of an upstand on the side of the slabs there and at the back, just to retain some of the soil so it doesn't fall onto the patio. But next job is turfing and rotavating the ground and stone picking it all before I put the grass down. I'll pick all the stones out, get that prepped, give it a final rake over, and you might even see my turfing mate, who's all the way from Tennessee, come give me a chuck. So yeah, that'll be fun. But yeah, so there's that left to do. There's the rendering the walls, all the electrics are now in, ready to go. So Matt's going to render those first, and I think once the rendering's done, it's going to look really good. But yeah, that's where we're at now. Right, back for another day at the garden. Morning Matthew.
Now say boring.
Oh, boring. What, my job's boring?
No.
You said it was a great. Yes. So let me run you through what I'm doing while Matt's trying to disturb us. I'm cutting some copings now out of the slabs that we've got left over and stuff. So I'm going to put some copings on top of this wall, and then Matt can render up to them. So I'm cutting those. Matt's, what are you doing, Matt? You put some beads on it, yeah?
Some of nothing at the moment because I've stopped. But no, I'm just getting all my cuts ready. I'm just getting the general lengths in for the bell beads. I'm just starting that corner, just in the process of mitering in that corner. And I'm going to bring them across, and then I can set my stops, I can set my corners, and then you can come along and slab.
Boring.
Touche, touche.
Yeah, well,
I can't hear.
because it's boring, we'll put some time lapse on.
Yeah, and then we can start to get this looking something like ready for rendering, can't we?
We can, mate. Yep.
And I mean, the skies are looking a bit grey.
Yeah, it does look a bit, but it's meant to be dry today, isn't it? So
It's meant to be dry.
yeah, it's been scorchy out, so we still haven't managed to get the turfing done at the top, just because the ground's been that dry. At the place where we get the turf from, they're just not willing to cut it yet. So, but hopefully, if it does start raining, we'll be able to get that done. So, but yeah, put your bit of time lapse on now, and Matt putting these beads on. Boring. So just thought we'd stop the time lapse just to show you something.
How good it is. Oh God.
Hey! Potluck.
Fluked it.
First try.
Explain what we've been doing then.
Well, Matt was under that tree for a long time. I think trying to discover gravity because he's a bit of an apple tree. And still none the wiser, are we, Matt?
What we've been doing then?
So
Tell them what we've been doing.
I'm telling
Sir
him.
Isaac Newton.
So Matt's cracked on with his beads, are you, Matt?
Yes.
Got all these pretty much down the bottom, waiting for us now, isn't he? Yeah. So we've started putting these copings on. So I'm just working up the steps now. We've worked that miracle there. We've got that level.
I'm to put drips in all
Don't
these.
know how we've done it, but yeah, Richard's putting
drips in the bottom.
drips into
Gotta
there.
get the dust out.
Yeah,
Just to make sure we don't get any drips down the back of the render.
but that's gonna work a treat, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I've done that, and then Richard's gone and put some more timber around in the fencing as well, where there was a few little gaps.
Because the dog's so nosy.
Yeah, and it was just stopping the Springer from
Looking into the alleyway.
looking into the alleyway
Getting upset.
and getting upset. But yeah, we'll crack on with that.
So as we see Matt away on his ollie bobs, you're going to Dudley, are you? Yeah, he's going to Dudley on his ollie bobs. He's going to go around the market.
I'm going to go around the castle.
He'd go around the castle, around the market.
Black Country
and-
Museum.
Yeah, sounds like a great time.
What's it now? Keep you in the zoo.
Anybody.
We're gonna carry on. We're just gonna carry on bedding these coping stones on, and I'm gonna carry on cutting. So I hope Matt has a lovely time, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the footage. So we're back next day, what seems like 12 and a half hours later, and it seems like it because it is. We didn't leave till 7:15. Quarter past 7 last night to try and get done. Now, I'd originally put the final slab, which is in that corner over there. I'd originally put that on normal time, and me and Luke had a bit of a mickey take of each other and the fact it was how late it was and the fact we wanted to go home. And you missed it all because I put it on time lapse. What a prat. I then also filmed this bit at the end in the lovely sunshine that it was yesterday in time lapse. So we had to come back first thing this morning. So before I go back to Sean the plumber at our upside down house, which we haven't seen yet, but you might see next week.
It's well and truly upside down, that house, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, it might not be next week because we're going to put the carport extension on next week because we have now got the bifold doors fitted, the front door and the window, and the glow glass, heated glass in the bifolds. Yes, I said heated glass. So if you want to look at that, subscribe. And don't forget to like this one as well, because we like it, so we think you should. So I'm going to leave Luke now to it. This is the end of the episode, so thank you very much for watching. Luke's now going to start the final episode of this garden by rotavating, fitting the lawn, and then after that you'll be seeing Matt doing some render.
Yeah, we might even get our American friend on, haven't we?
Oh yes, our American friend from Tennessee.
From Tennessee.
He's come all the way from Tennessee just to help Luke do this lawn. I'll let Luke explain that one. So I'll leave him to it. See you next time.
So yeah.